Hello, what's going on, guys? It's Tom. I wanted to show you guys a PowerPoint I made in video form called a Technology Accessibility Blockers Guide. So this goes over a few of the accessibility blockers that I use and have used over time to help with compulsive technology use. These blockers essentially help you with building awareness, and then also can help change with behaviors. It can help raise the activation energy of trying to use compulsive technologies. So these can be very helpful in trying to deal with technology addiction. Yeah, so we're going to go over a few things. We're going to go over iPhone settings, we're going to go over web blockers, and then we're going to go over unhook. So let's just roll right into this. So I've got my iPhone here. Unfortunately, we're not going to do a Android video, but if you're interested in one thing about Android, to make a note of it, there is this thing called Digital Well-Being, which apparently is something you can download on that. I don't know that much about it, but I think it does a lot of what all these iPhone settings can do, which is pretty dope. So check that out if you have Android. But for iPhone, for the superior people, we're going to go through iPhone settings because iPhones are just better. I can't really argue with that. It just is a fact. But anyways, we're going to go through some iPhone settings. And yeah, let's just do it. So the first thing is Grayscale. So with Grayscale, if we go to... You guys might notice that my phone is in black and white. That's because I have Grayscale mode on. So if we go to settings, accessibility, so let's see, accessibility, display and text size, color filters, and so it's a screen that looks like this, and then we, in our case, we untoggle it. We can see that there are now colors on the pencils, and then if we turn that back on, it goes back to Grayscale, and now the pencils are all gray. And then if I go to my home screen, all my apps are gray. Looks super dope. Nice. The next thing that we can do is we can change our notifications. I have made a lot of different setting changes with notifications on my phone. One thing you might notice is, like, for example, on my messages or WhatsApp, I don't really have anything on any ones. So you can actually change the little badges on there. So if we go to settings, notifications, and then on that page there will be all of the apps that you have on your phone. And so, like, for example, if I go to messages, I can toggle on or off notifications. I can toggle off on or off if they're on my lock screen. I can toggle if they're on the banners, all that kind of stuff. I can have a sound if I want to, or not have a sound. All those sorts of things you can manage on here. And there's some apps which I have notifications completely turned off. There's others where I have just badges turned off. There's others where I just have notifications turned off. That can be very helpful if you find certain apps are bombarding you with lots of notifications, or if you're struggling with tech use because you're getting lots of different messages, all that fun stuff. This can be very helpful. The next thing is something called screen time. So I'm actually going to pair this with the idea of just deleting apps. So I would highly recommend deleting things like deleting apps off of your phone if you're looking to curb your tech use. So deleting a YouTube app, Instagram app, or whatever. Just deleting the apps that you deem deletable, that you're just spending a lot of time on. The other thing that we can do is we can use a function called screen time. So I've used this a ton. So let's just kind of go into it. The content and privacy restrictions is a setting that I've used a lot. So if I go to settings, screen time, there'll be kind of like analytics on this page. And then if we go to content and privacy restrictions here, and then we toggle those on, we can change our content restrictions. There should be a thing called thing here. And then we go to web content. And then if we click on limit adult websites. There's a bunch of different websites that we can block. So like I can never allow like all these sites. If I go on Safari, it just doesn't allow those websites. It just doesn't allow it. So pretty dope. Yeah, so that's cool. Uh, and yeah, so if I'm browsing on Safari and then I go to YouTube, what'll happen is it'll just block me. So if I, for example, go right now to YouTube, it'll say cannot open the page, blocked by a content filter, and so then you have to unblock it by going back, screen time, that sort of thing. Pretty dope. And then yeah, so that's iPhone stuff. Next thing I wanted to explore is on PC. So there's this one that I use on Chrome that's called Waste No Time. I've used another one called BlockSite, but it like has turned vogue and sells things constantly and has reduced the amount of free sites that I can use, and it's just, I don't know, a pain at this point to deal with. So I deleted that one, and I've more recently installed Waste No Time. Of course, 169 notifications, pretty awesome. So if we go to Waste No Time, if we just go to settings, what we can do is we can change the settings of websites that we want to do. So we can add sites to our list. So if I want to block YouTube, I can just put it right here. Bam, add block sites. If I want to add another one, let's just add Twitch, right? Add those two, bam. And now it's on our block list. The other thing that it's going to do is we're going to have like allow lists, things like that. You can kind of finagle with the settings. And there's also advanced settings and other things. I'm trying to figure out where that one thing is. Time allowed. Yeah. So the time allowed, I think, is a great thing. You can change the days. You can change how much are you allowing yourself to use stuff in the block list. So for me, it's like I just put 5 minutes just in case I visit one of these sites and it's for something that's relevant or useful. Then I have that. But otherwise, I just X those out. For now, so for now I'm actually going to remove YouTube because I've actually been using YouTube for content, which has been dope. I guess I'll just leave Twitch here. I don't really go there very often. So yeah, so bam, and then we apply settings. Beautiful. Waste no time. Really great app. Love it. Yeah, so that's another thing we can do. And then there is the god of them all, which is the solution to YouTube, Unhook. So Unhook is an app. So to just show some of the settings here, if we go to unhook.app, you can download it here. It's for Chrome, it's for Firefox, it's for whatever this is, Edge. I don't know, I guess Microsoft is getting edgy. I don't know. I haven't really kept up to date with what they've been selling. But anyways, if we go to YouTube, we'll notice that there's no recommended videos. There's no, it's just like all gone. And then if we go here and we just turn it off, then we have all the things, all the thumbnails. Great for meditation, right? I can just have this open and do some meditation, and then I can just turn this off. Then if I want to search for a video, if I want to watch Vacations album, I can just go there. All the videos show up. And then if I watch this and I play the video, I can go here. There's no recommended videos on the side. There's no comments below. We just have the track list and stuff like that. We can also change those settings. So say if I want the comments, I can undo this, and bam, we have comments. Really great. But I definitely prefer to hide them because they're highly addicting for me. And yeah, I think these are all great accessibility tools to use. Hopefully this helps you guys. Take care. Have a nice life. Have a nice day or night or afternoon or whatever, wherever you are. Have a nice place as well. Have a nice dinner. Have a nice, I don't know, cat. Anyways, take care, y'all. GG. No re.